The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Anunwa's got it, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first. To throw is Rosen. Flushed out right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken near the 13. And he's got some space here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Rosen on 1st and 10, forced out to his left. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun to give to Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, a 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now the Packers electing to go for 2 here. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This is it. 19. Check 59. Okay, double up.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
59, Mike is 50. 31. 59. Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Bell, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
To number 47, a gain of 12, and a Packer first down.
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Mixon on the draw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 30 on second down, Rosen eluding the pressure right. Complete to Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Falcons 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 59. Man, I got you. Time to go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Caught here by Conley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Jackson complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Watson looks to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Again, it's Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half, as they have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of...
It's caught inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first.
Touchdown, Falcons! Le'Veon Bell with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rosen. Now it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. Defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Third and 2, Watson. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 17, Rosen buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Again, it's Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A draw play for Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now the try here for the point after. Now these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, Watson. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Watson on first down. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back to throw, Watson.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On second down, here's Mixon. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Rosen. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
2 yards on the play.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another try for Mixon, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check that. 19. 24. Switch up. And let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.